If you regularly watch my videos, one thing you know about me is that I buy and sell a lot of guns. I buy, sell, trade. I'm pretty much always looking for the next new gun that's coming out or the next great used purchase that I can find of a gun that I've wanted for a long time. So I end up buying, selling, trading a lot of guns, end up with a lot of new guns coming through my hands. Now, another thing you know about me is that I'm also a self proclaimed internet gun expert. And being such, a spiggy as you might say, people ask me, does a self proclaimed internet gun expert actually make the same mistakes with firearms that maybe a newbie does or a regular gun person? And one of the things they're most interested in particular is, do I ever buy guns I regret? Do I ever have buyer's remorse after purchasing a gun? Well, of course I have buyer's remorse. Guns aren't cheap. They're very expensive. We're paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars when we buy these things usually. I mean, even cheap guns are a couple of $100. So it's not like you're buying a pack of gum. You're buying something expensive. So there are often reasons why we regret buying the gun we bought. The reasons are wide and varied. Maybe you buy a gun that it just doesn't shoot the way you thought, it just doesn't fit your hand properly. Or maybe it's just not as reliable as you would require a gun to be. Maybe it just wasn't what it was sold to be. It just doesn't live up to its reputation. Then there's also the fact that a lot of us regret buying guns because our significant other finds out about it and they threaten to cash in on our life insurance policies. So, there's lots of reasons. And then there's even a worse reason, a reason that bothers me more often than any other reason. And that's buying a gun for a stupid reason. Maybe it was an impulse buy. Maybe we didn't think it through properly before we bought it. Or maybe the reason we bought it just doesn't make any sense to us later. Maybe we were like, what was I thinking when I decided to buy that? A perfect example of that is this gun. I bought it the other day. I bought this because I wanted it to be part of a Halloween costume. I wanted to go as a cowboy, wanted a new silver 6-shooter to go with it so I could put me some nice shiny silver bullets in it and go out as the Lone Ranger or whatever it was I was going to do. Well, that means I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a single gun, for a costume, for one night. So I end up with one stainless Ruger Vaquero at the end of the night and Halloween's over. So, I thought to myself, well, I regret doing that. So how do I take care of those feelings of regret? I go out and buy another one. Because if I'm going to take a beating, I'm going to make it worth it. You ain't even my real dad. And how do I deal with those feelings of regret? Oh, shit. And how do I deal with how and how do I deal with those feelings of regret? I go out and deal another one. Buy another one. And how do I deal with that feeling of regret? I go out and buy me another one. Because what's cowboy? Fuck.